Hi, I am here with Ashkelon's very own Paula Hesse. She is the zooarchaeologist here in Ashkelon. And remember, a zooarchaeologist works with animal remains and things left behind by animals. So what we're going to look at today are some dolls that were carved out of bone. Is that right?
Right.
All right, well, let's jump in and see what you've got here.
Well, what I like about the dolls is that there's so many different varieties, just like you may have different kinds of baby dolls,
Yeah.
right? Well, the ancient children like their different dolls too. So, can I hold these up?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the first ones that I'm holding up here, you can see these are actually dolls in the round. Okay.
So what kind of bone would that have been made out of?
These would have come from the lower limb bones of a cow, okay, from the size and from the shape. It's actually this bone in humans, okay, but in a cow it's a longer bone. So they would have made this torso, and you can see the little holes in the side where they would put arms, so the arms would go back and forth.
And would the arms have been made out of bone as well?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Now, you can see that there's no head to this doll, and that's because the heads would be something else and they would fit in. Here is a little bone head, right? It doesn't go to this doll, but the kind of head that might have gone into a doll. Actually, this was probably a doll that was all one piece. They did not have to make the heads necessarily out of bone. They could have made them out of clay also. As a matter of fact, I think they did. But you get an idea of what the little head would have looked like on the doll with the little torso. We don't know if they had any legs. I haven't found legs, but I have found arms, okay?
Wow.
So these are our little hold dolls. Now here
that one
is actually a pair of legs, okay? So maybe they would have, they would have added a pair of legs into the bottom of the torso also. So we could call these composite dolls that they're putting together. Maybe you could order one kind of torso and different kinds of legs, right?
Build your own doll.
Right. And then here we have some neat examples of dolls that are not as round, but they're all one piece.
Okay? One piece of bone, still made from that same lower limb.
That same lower limb, and you see they need a lot of nice, heavy, dense bone to carve, and you can see that here.
What might they have used to carve these?
Oh, they probably use metal tools.
Okay.
We can tell. They don't seem to have used saws, although they would have had saws at this time. But I don't see saw marks on these. This could even be carved by somebody's father.
I was wondering, maybe
because
a
they're casual, except that they are pretty stylized. I mean, they have the head and they have these little stubby arms and then the rounded bottom.
So stylized is when they have all these great details,
right?
And
they all have the same elements. And this one, these are nice because they too have little tiny arms.
Yeah,
see?
look at that.
So their arms were important. And then here we have, well, this is sort of the plastic version of the doll that you get in the dollar store, right? Even though it still has little arms for it, it's not as elaborate
as those ones.
as these dolls.
Even in ancient times, there were things that were really expensive and things that were less expensive and more affordable for families. Paula, thank you so much for showing us these dolls.
You're welcome.
They were great. Thank you.